What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, August 1st, 2019. I hope you're doing well. We've talked about the end of summer, beginning of fall, possibly being when the doorway to the bull market begins, when it opens. And so we are cruising. I can't believe it's the end of summer. I want to jump into the Bitcoin charts. I want to look at the daily chart, the 4-hour chart. I want to see what is going on. First off, this video is going to be kind of against my true approach to Bitcoin and Litecoin accumulation, but I want to illustrate something. Look at the chart. This is the 4-hour chart. Look at this swing high back here, July 20th. I mean, this is what, 10, 11 days ago, something like that. Price range wise, down 18%, right? And just a lot of volatility in such a small time period. And I mean, you can even go back to this swing high 5 days prior to that, down around almost 20%, and then from 20% right back up 22%, down 18% in a matter of a couple of weeks. The volatility is insane. There is so much emotion attached to this little picture of time that you see on Bitcoin. And this right here is literally what Bitcoin does all the time throughout its entire life. And you can just see this on the 4-hour chart. Just let's zoom out on the chart and just look at it. Look at the ups, the peaks, the valleys, the ups, the downs. It's insane when you zoom out on the 4-hour chart and it's so rugged looking. It's so messy looking. It's so emotional looking. And a lot of times the markets and people, they play into that emotion. That's why I spend maybe 10% of my time looking at 4-hour charts, looking at what's going to happen in the very short term, because in reality, what matters is not the micro charts. It's the macro charts. It's zoomed out on the charts. It's the cycles. Those are the things that matter, everybody. And I want to just highlight that at the beginning of this video. Now, what's going on with Bitcoin right now? Well, we can zoom in on the charts and we can look at kind of that micro picture of what is going on right now. First off, we have our Fibonacci retracement on the daily chart. It's this swing low over here, July 17th to swing high, July 20th. And we talked about this in a video the other day. Bitcoin, basically, from that swing low to swing high, coming back down, and essentially seeing perfect support here at this Fibonacci retracement, 786, 618. We questioned the other day, is that going to hold right when we were down here? I believe it was 2 nights ago, maybe July 30th, maybe July 29th, but right at the bottom at that 786. As always, not always, but as is often the case, Bitcoin sees support at that retracement area. We bounce off of it, right? So very good sign for Bitcoin, especially as we're under a very crucial level, the 50 moving average, this blue line right here. So our first step the other night when we were talking about Bitcoin, just seeing some good gains, what needs to happen? The first thing happened. We broke out of this Fibonacci channel right here, this green rectangle. Number two, the second step, which is one reason I'm doing this video, is right here, 10,500. We talked about this the other night in the other night's video, which is the 50 moving average right around 10,500, currently only a few percent away. I mean, that can happen. That can be broken in like minutes, right? That can happen at any time. So that's kind of the first thing I'm looking on. Is Bitcoin going to first see support now above this channel? Number two, is it going to make a move to the 50 moving average around 10,500? Bitcoin, if you want a reversal, right, from this swing high that we had on June 26th, the end of June, there was a swing high to our long-term Fibonacci resistance area. We definitely got resistance twice at this channel that begins at $13,000. We came back down. If we want to see Bitcoin shift back up to test this channel again, this is the doorway to the bull market, everybody. $13,000 to $16,000 channel, Fibonacci retracement on the weekly chart. If you want to see Bitcoin get there, these are the little steps that need to happen, right? And number one is us staying above this shorter term Fibonacci retracement channel. Number two is getting back above the 50 moving average. It's one of the most important things. Going over the 4-hour chart, we can see we are in a falling wedge. So this is probably why you wanted to watch this video in the first place. This is the path of Bitcoin breaking up through this doorway to the bull markets. Please just see where Bitcoin is in terms of this falling wedge of lower highs and lower lows, Bitcoin is literally right in the middle. This means, number one, nobody knows where it's going to go next. And number two, there is an extreme amount of risk in terms of what happens next. So what I mean by that is, this is an area, and I'll just illustrate this by telling you my approach to Bitcoin accumulation. This is an area where I'm not really accumulating. This is more of an area where I'd be accumulating if Bitcoin makes a move down to the lower end of this falling wedge. I like to buy the lower trend lines of patterns like this, of setups like this, especially because in the mid to long term, I believe this falling wedge right here will be a bullish setup that we look back maybe in a year from now and we see, okay, that was our setup to enter the bull market. But it takes caution and some patience in regards to waiting to see what happens. Now, your approach might be, you're convinced we're going to the upside here, even to the upper trend line of this wedge, right? So from where we are right now, another 15, 16%. And maybe you're a trader and you want to trade, that's up to you. That's just not my approach. So this is kind of the pattern I'm looking for to enter the bull market, right? Is it going to happen so soon? Is it going to happen the beginning of August? Are we going to continue to the upside here, break through this, and hit our target to the upside out of this falling wedge, which would be breaking through this channel here, this long-term Fibonacci retracement channel? And if you haven't seen it, just so that I can give you context to that, I want to make sure that you have it. It's a Fibonacci retracement channel that we saw in the last bull market to bear market, not this most previous one, but back in 2013, 2015, which is a bull market high, bear market low, and this thing always gets moved. Don't know how, but this is it. This is the channel on this chart right here, 786 to 618, this green rectangle. It's so consistent, whether you're on a 4-hour chart, a daily chart, a weekly chart. But this is exactly what happened in the last bear market or bull market to bear market, 2013, 2015 bear market, right up to Fibonacci channel here, resistance, and then finally we broke through into the bull market. It's exactly what I'm looking for. It's exactly what we're watching on this YouTube channel and what we're tracking. But it takes a little patience. So are we going to get a break through this channel and into the bull market soon? Is it right now in this chart? I don't know, but this is the pattern we're watching. Let me know your thoughts. If you're here and you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of the channel. I really appreciate you coming by. Have an awesome day, and God bless.